So Elon Musk says he'd go on a daily show with Jon Stewart and then quickly back down because, of course, he realized Jon Stewart would eat his ass up. So this all started when some podcaster posted on X that Elon Musk should go on the Daily Show with Jon Stewart. And the guy was basically saying that Elon Musk should do this because Doge is coming off as very, partisan. And he could go on Jon Stewart and explain how it's not partisan and explain to the American people how, this is a good thing. And it would be perfect to do it on the Jon Stewart show because Jon Stewart is kind of one of the leading, left wing, voices out there or whatever, right? So on that post that the guy made, Elon Musk said that he would do it as long as the show aired without any editing at all. So Jon Stewart responded by saying, we would be delighted. And Jon Stewart made a video about this, which I'm not even sure, YouTube will let me show. So please go and watch that video that Jon Stewart did. But Jon Stewart said basically, hey, that's what our show does. We air everything unedited. And he even said, Elon, you can come on here for an hour or two. It doesn't matter because to him, he said he doesn't know if Comedy Central has any other shows on anyway. So then Elon Musk decided to back out. Once he knew Jon Stewart was ready to do it, he backed out. I'm thinking someone showed Elon Musk of what Jon Stewart did to Tucker Carlson and to Bill O'Reilly, and he said, nah, I don't want that smoke at all. That and the fact that the Trump administration probably told him, hey, this is a bad idea. Jon Stewart is good at what he does. You don't want to mess with him. So then Elon Musk posts something about how Jon Stewart is a propagandist who can't be trusted because he's no longer bipartisan. This is what's funny about that. Yes, Jon Stewart cannot be trusted to allow you to go on his show and tell lies without any pushback. What Elon Musk probably found out is that if he were to go on the Jon Stewart show, Jon Stewart would ask follow-up questions. Like he wouldn't be able to go on there and just say, Doge is saving billions of dollars, because Jon Stewart would say, where are the receipts? What are you guys saving? And if you guys haven't seen the video by the New York Times that completely debunks a lot of the lies Doge has been telling about the money that they're saving, check this video out.
Elon Musk's Doge cost-cutting effort has published what it calls the wall of receipts. Basically a long list of government contracts and then the savings it's achieved by canceling each of those. When Doge first posted its list, we found problems with all 5 of the 5 largest contracts. The largest savings that Doge claimed to have made on its initial list was an $8 billion savings from a contract cut at the Department of Homeland Security. When we looked at that, we realized the actual number was 8 million, 1/1000th of the claim that they had made. Doge responded by saying, well, it was an error in the federal contracting system, but they should have known better. And the reason they should have known better is that this contract, this supposed $8 billion contract, came from ICE. Its entire budget is $8 billion. Going down the list, the second, third, and fourth largest savings on Doge's original list were all basically the same error. What they did was triple count the same cancellation, all with the U.S. Agency for International Development. And what contracting experts told us was it wouldn't have been right if they just counted it once. That's because this contract had been out there for a long time, a lot of the work had already been done, so much of the money that had been allotted initially had been spent. The 5th largest savings on Doge's initial wall of receipts was $232 million they said they saved by canceling a contract that the Social Security Administration had. When we looked into that, we realized that there was a cut there, but it was only $560,000. So after we and other news outlets wrote about these major errors, the Doge site was updated quietly to remove all of those top 5 claims. But its new version contains other errors. The new largest savings was a $1.9 billion savings. But when we looked into that, we realized the contract they were talking about had actually been canceled last year under President Biden. And when you look a little further down the list, you see that Doge is claiming credit for contracts that expired even before Joe Biden was president. In one case, the Department of Homeland Security is claiming it saved tens of millions of dollars by canceling a contract that actually ended in 2005 when George W. Bush was president. Doge has said it's trying to make its data accurate and it's asked the public for help in cleaning up its data. But these errors are important because they give us an insight into the way Doge works. Much of what Doge does is secret. It's in all these different agencies making decisions, gathering data, and we can see so little of it. And if they are this wrong about that work that we can see, if they showed this much sloppiness, this much misunderstanding of the machinery of government. What does that mean about the work we can't see in all these other agencies with all this other data that's being done in secret?
So yes, all of this money that Doge is claiming to save and that has been debunked by the New York Times and other outlets, that is the reason Elon Musk will not go on Jon Stewart's show. Elon Musk is used to going on shows like Fox News where they just allow him to lie without any follow-up questions. They just allow him to say whatever he wants. Or he's used to just going in front of audiences and speaking without taking any questions. And if he does take questions, they're set up questions by these right-wing news rags who don't want to actually get down to the truth. So yeah, in my opinion, it's smart for Elon Musk. It's a smart move for the Trump administration to withdraw Elon Musk from speaking to Jon Stewart. But the thing is that everyone else should be able to should be able to see through all the lies that they've been telling. Because no matter how partisan you think Jon Stewart is, if he's giving you an hour or 2 hours on his show, unedited, to explain your side, why would it matter how partisan he is? If you were being completely honest with the American people, and if all of these things you're saying are true, there's nothing partisan Jon Stewart can do to cut through those things, because all you have to do is tell the truth. And if you tell the truth and Jon Stewart comes off as this partisan guy who can't even handle the truth, then your side wins. So Elon Musk is a coward. The Trump administration are full of cowards, because if they weren't, they would have Donald Trump and Elon Musk and JD Vance even all sit down for a 1 to 2 hour interview, unedited, with Jon Stewart, where he gets to ask questions, they get to answer them, and according to them, if they're right, the American people come away from this with all the information we need to know, and we realize that the Trump administration and Elon Musk are honest and they're saving us all this money. Yeah, and that's why they're not doing it, because none of those things are true. Period. Hey, if you like my content, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out the merch at leftlaughs.com. As always, I appreciate you guys supporting my channel.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.